don't know how I did the Cardinals one on the first try, but take three. Um, okay, so the Rams are in a interesting position for this next upcoming year because their free agent moves have basically been saying, "Hey, we don't fucking care. We're all in." And that's usually what the Rams do because they always just say "fuck them" picks. And the one first round pick they did make was Jared Verse. So I think honestly they're pretty good. Okay, so for the first free agent move, they promoted Nate Shield Hayes. I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, they hired this guy, and he was interviewed for a few head coaching jobs. So I think that's a good signing for the Rams. Keep him in, and eventually he'll go probably to the fucking Colts or something. I don't fucking know for a head coaching job. You never know because any offensive coordinator that breathes air with Sean McVay is always going to be a head coach and a successful one at that. So you can't complain with this. So it'll be nice because they are going all in. And this is the biggest reason why. Trent McDuffie is a Ram. And yeah, there was plenty of videos saying like if Trent McDuffie had one team he wanted to play for, it would be the Rams. So that's fun. He gets to play for the team that he wanted to play for the most. So yeah, the Chiefs gave them Trent McDuffie because they didn't want to pay him the highest paying cornerback contract in NFL history, which changes like every week. And honestly, that's not that much to give up for Trent McDuffie. Like, that's not even that bad of a comp because like the first round pick, you're not getting a Trent McDuffie with number 30, I believe they had, but still, you're not getting Trent McDuffie with that pick. So I think it was a good idea. The third round pick is also fine as next year. I'd rather have picks next year than this year, and the fact that they might trade number 13 for AJ Brown would be fucking crazy because that would be the best receiver. That would be the best the best wide receiver trio in NFL history with Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and AJ Brown. That would be fucking crazy. Even if they get McCollum at 13, that'll still be crazy. But yeah, they're going all in. They are paying Trent McDuffie, big contract, giving up a first round pick for him. I think I like this trade for mainly the Rams. The Chiefs, I feel like, could have honestly gotten more. Sauce Gardner got two first round picks. They just got one and basically a third round pick, which I feel like is not too much. I mean, you do have to pay him, so that probably was factored in, but still. I like this trade for the Rams. They also stole Jalen Watson from the Chiefs. How fun. And also, I think the top. Yep, I just copied and pasted it. You'll see that theme a lot in the next few slides. There's not a whole lot of Chiefs, but like these two, pay attention. They ain't changing. But yeah, Jalen Watson is mm, it's an interesting signing. He's a decent cornerback. He's a good cornerback. He's been a good cornerback for the Chiefs, and now he's also joining Trent McDuffie on the Rams. They're completely revitalizing their secondary group, which was pretty bad, and they're making it one of the best in the league. So that's always a good thing because they are. This has like been a sign they're just going all in. Like they are not holding back in the slightest. They are just going all in for that Super Bowl. Number two for the MVP, Stafford. That's probably the main reason why, because he's probably not going to be in the league for longer than like a couple years. Quick pee break, but we're fine now. So yeah, all in all, Jalen Watson is a good cornerback. A little bit of an overpay, but you'll take it for better secondary. Um, this is the only long snapper I have in any of my slideshows, so admire it. They got a long snapper. They didn't really do a whole lot besides those two corners, so I just included a long snapper because why not? They brought back Tyler Higbee, which is interesting because I don't know what they're gonna do with tight ends because honestly, it'd be kind of cool to see Kenyon Sadiq go at 13, but you have Colby Parkinson and Terrence Ferguson. I guess if you want to just have that like 3 tight end thing, then that's fine. I feel like there's no bona fide number one. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, to be fair, you have very good weapons, so you don't really need a tight end, I guess. But and also Ronnie Rivers. I couldn't find a single website that actually said how much he got paid. So just imagine he just got paid $1. So sure, but yeah, he's decent depth at the worst. This is definitely my favorite to like re-signing because I thought if they left Cam Curl, if they let Cam go, if they left Cam, if they let Cam Curl go to free agency, that would have been a significant loss for their defense. He's good, and I really liked that signing when it first happened. I'm glad they re-signed him because he was definitely worth it. Because yeah, Lord knows that's definitely a decent. That's definitely a worthy contract to give him because he Harrison Mevis. I don't know. It might be Mevis. I'll just call it Mevis because why not? Harrison Mevis is I mean, he did a decent job being their kicker. He nothing too crazy, but I think he can be decent. So yeah, they didn't pay him too much. Why not? I went backwards. Shit. Okay, they lost a little bit more than I would want them to. I mean, I personally thought this might have been their bigger losses because he got paid nothing for going to the Cowboys. That was like a pretty big loss. It's not like the biggest loss of all time, but I feel like for that amount of money, you could have brought him back. He was a decent corner. So I felt like that could have easily been avoided, but now he's a Cowboy, so can't do nothing about that now unless you trade for him. This also is not too big of a loss. I mean, you did pay him a lot when you re-signed him initially, but like now, he's all right. He's not the best receiver ever, but he can be all right. He can catch the ball, I hope. But yeah, really, he can just be decent at best. Really, that's honestly it. There's nothing too crazy about yeah, nothing too crazy about that. This is also a significant loss in my opinion because they gave up a penny. They the Titans gave them $100 and the Rams gave them a penny, and then you just don't pay him as well. Like, why are we paying our players Rams? Like, I know you just paid Trey McDuffie a lot, but like, Roger McQuarrie is a good corner, and then you had to give him to the fucking Lions, bruh. Why? Okay, but I do think that's a good trade. I mean, that's a good signing for the Lions. Rams, you could have re-signed him. You just could have. I think it's Killer Witherspoon. Oh, I'm so good. Yeah, I also couldn't find a website on that, but he can't stay healthy. So honestly, I don't know why I included him in this. Just know that if he does stay healthy, he can be a good presence and a decent corner for the Commanders, adding to their veteran secondary. Well, not just the veteran team, but yeah, really for the Rams is yeah, they're going all in. Like they are not giving a single shit. They might trade number 13 to get like I don't know. I don't even know what they can get. Like yeah, they're going all in for the Super Bowl because they were one game away from reaching it. So they're like, okay, we're just gonna make sure we actually get there this time because this year was like the most open a Super Bowl could be because the Chiefs were out of it and the Bengals in some ways were out of it, which isn't really too big of a threat, but still. The Lions had a down year as well, so this was like the most open year you could get to actually get to a Super Bowl, and the Rams blew it. So yeah, I think this year is going to be very telling because now I think it's either Super Bowl or shut up because you just had Stafford win an MVP, which is huge, very deserved. Shut up, Patriots fans, if you're actually watching this, because Drake May was really good, but he's 23 and he will win it maybe 10 years from now. Stafford has like 2 years left before he retires at most, so Yeah, the Rams know this, so that's why they're going all in to make sure they can get one more Super Bowl with their really good quarterback, the MVP quarterback. So yeah, all in all, I feel like you could have gotten a better tight end, like maybe he's trying to steal Kate Otten, which would honestly no, that'd just be the same scenario they'd be in now. Maybe you could have gotten Dallas Goddard, but still, I feel like you need to get like an all-star tight end. That is like the biggest need I feel like they're gonna do because again, they traded for Trent McDuffie. That's a big move. It's now either you get a Super Bowl or this was all for nothing. Because when Stafford retires, then everything will fall down. Rob Hayden's retired. Tackle is now an issue. The team is falling apart a little bit, so you need to win a Super Bowl now, or else you will never win it for a very long time because Puka's contract's coming up and Jared Verse. So yeah, all in all, again, it's either a Super Bowl or the Rams are fucked, and they know this. Same fuck them picks.